Hi, I'm Shawn Williams here at 5-Star Martial Arts in LA. What we're going to take a look at today is a knee on stomach defense, a common one that I like very much. There's a slew of defenses. This is just one I'm going to show you guys, and one I think there's a little detail that's missing on some of the guys that are trying this, and I think hopefully it'll help you guys hit the defense, which we're going to just do a single leg, so hopefully it helps out quite a bit. So if I find myself on knee and stomach, lots of defenses, like I said, this is just one in particular. I want to give you guys a detail that I think is lacking on this single leg. So first of all, well, we have to worry about our collars, we have to worry about the mount. We're in big trouble, right? If we get knee on stomach, we got some problems. The first thing we're going to do is keep our forearm so that we have some monitor of this knee. This, we have to be careful, right? Because it leads an opening to 180 arm locks, all kinds of bad stuff. So we're going to keep our forearm pasted right on his knee line. Okay. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to get ready with our right arm to block this shin. Okay. This move works because he's not dominating my sleeve all the way up, right? And then we're going to do something. This is where the detail I think a lot of people are missing is we're going to bump our opponent forward using a bridge and our right knee. So this forearm's going to block so he can't step. My right knee is going to go right under the hip bone. Okay. You see how I'm affecting Coach Dane's weight right now is by a bump on the hip. But then we need a bridge, right? So I'm going to bridge and bump at the same time, which is going to get his weight over the top of me, okay? Now, when we're going to go for a single leg, my elbow has to be at the knee line. It cannot go up to the hip. Otherwise, I'll turn and he'll step right over to the mount, okay? Not a good thing to have happen, okay? When we're going after a single leg, we got to stay on the leg until we have the leg. We don't need to get excited and go to his hip, all right? So we bumped him forward. We've got the weight coming forward. My elbow line is going to stay on his knee line. Now, as we start to turn, we're going to start to turn, you'll see what's happening. We're going to wipe his knee right off of our side. That's if my arm stays low. We're going to scissor our legs, and my forearm is going to cut all the way to a hand in the middle. This is important, okay? Whether his leg stays based or not. So we'll just say his leg stays based, because we'll say he's not going to give this to me easy. This hand needs to go deep into the middle. My hand that was on the shin is going to come out and get the ankle. So what we're doing is we're going to come out into a very low single position where we're going to scoop the leg up based on a post that we've created into the mat. Okay? Depending on the level of wrestling that my training partner has will depend on how easy this leg is to put onto my far hip. Okay? What our goal is going to be is to shelf this leg onto my far hip so that he has two responses. Number one, he might stand up and we've got a good single leg position. But number two, what more commonly in our world, in the jiu-jitsu world, will happen is he'll roll to the guard. As he rolls to the guard, we are in a leg drag passing position and we're set on the cross side. Okay? Like I said, this is going to be dependent on what type of wrestling ability he has once we get to that single position. So let's take a look at this again. The key is to get his weight over our head so that this knee becomes light, because knee on stomach, this knee is not light, and we need to shift his weight forward. So we've got our forearm across the knee. My right hand is going to play a very important role to block this leg from moving forward, because otherwise he'll absorb the weight with the foot just like this if I don't block it, and his knee is going to stay heavy. Okay? So we need to block this. It only needs to be for a split second. So as we push on the hip, not the side of the leg, right underneath the hip, and we bridge. That brings the weight forward. Now this hand is going to cut across. As we turn, we're going to scissor, and that's where my hand right here is going to go down to this ankle. So we're going to scissor, we're going to clean the leg off, and now my hand right here is going right after this ankle. So as we scissor, we're punching hand down, hand to the ankle, and we're going to pull this ankle back. I'm not going to let him post on this leg. Okay? I'm going to pull that ankle back, and I'm going to shelf it right on my hip. Once we shelf it, we're going to tuck with the elbow. Because like I said, also, he could stand up from here. Okay? If he stands up, now we're just in a single leg. Okay? More commonly in our environment, he's going to roll to the guard. So as he rolls, this hand is going to pull the knee. We're in a leg drag. This hand's going to pull the knee, and I'm going to cross it. Okay? We're going to make sure we secure our cross-side position. So let's take a look at it a little bit in speed, because that way you guys will see how it will work. So we get a knee on stomach defense with a couple of little details that I think will really help you guys out with the single legs. Don't go to the hip, stay on the knee line, block the leg, get the weight moving forward, scissor your legs hard. We're gonna come out on a low single and shelf the hip, shelf that leg on our hip. So if he rolls to guard, he's rolling to the cross side. I'm Shawn Williams, your 5-star martial arts, Team Renzo Gracie LA. Coach Dane right here helping us out. I hope you guys enjoy that knee on stomach defense.